welcome back to the 2020 PGA Championship here at TPC Harding Park. We're pleased to be joined by Phil Mickelson. Phil posted a final round 73 today to finish the championship at +4. First major in 13 months or so. How do you assess your game after such a long layoff in one of the signature events?
So I really thought after finishing second last week, I was really gained a lot of momentum. I thought I was going to come here and have a great week, and I barely made the cut and just never got it going and was just a fraction off across the board. I thought that the course and the test of golf and the setup and everything about it could not have been better. I think it really identifies the guys that are playing well, gives you a chance to make birdies, gives you a chance to fight for pars. I just thought it was really a great setup, a great tournament. We're going to see a exciting finish with the leaderboard that we have, but I just didn't execute. I didn't play to the level I expected coming in after the success I had last week.
All right, so we're going to start with Sam at 3.
Hey, Phil. How are you?
Good.
There's a lot of buzz about your CBS performance, and you seem so at ease and just having fun. How do you approach that? Is that something you can see down the road?
I think that, for somebody like myself that's never done that, having a guy like Jim Nantz kind of set things up and kind of stage what to talk about made it easy, because it's not like, I prepared for anything because I just played, and yet with somebody like that, he just sets things up well. And then obviously to have a wonderful target like Nick, that made it nice too.
All right, let's go to 2. That's Mark over there.
They call that T-ball for the kids. Is what that is.
You just got the joke, by the way.
Coach pitch.
Exactly. What was missing this week? What was there? 1 or 2 things that just weren't going for you that you would put you?
So it's very difficult to hit the ball to tap in distance. Okay, because all the pins are on kind of little high points. So you have to make 15, 20 footers, and I did not. That's the bottom line. I mean, yesterday I probably left 5, 6 putts out there that I thought I had made from 15, 20 feet. Could have turned an even par round into mid-60s, and it was things like that happened throughout the week. But those putts are very makeable. So the percentage made here are going to be much higher than a normal major, just because you're dealing with 1 to 2% slopes rather than 2 to 3.5% slopes. So you're tripling the break in most majors than you have here. It's about a third, and so you can really be aggressive, and I didn't make them. That's where you have to be sharp this week is making those putts, because there's only about 5 or 6 holes that you have a chance to have a tap-in birdie.
Mm-hmm. Do you, just in terms of the amount of golf that's coming up and whatnot, did you feel pretty fresh even though you grinded it last week and came close? And B, what's your anticipation and how much do you look forward to this next stretch where you got a major coming up just in another month?
I think that's exciting because we have the playoffs starting. I'll take next week off, and then we start back at a golf course I played well at TPC Boston, and we have that nice run of playoffs. And then to have a U.S. Open and to go back to Winged Foot will be fun. And we have I feel like my game's kind of come into shape now this last month and a half of playing, and it's just in time. Unfortunately, it didn't click this week, but I feel we have a lot of good tournaments that where it will start to click.
Just as a follow on Winged Foot, when do you start kind of thinking about that and honing in? Whether it's mentally or even shots that you want to hit.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know.
There's some time, obviously.
Yeah, I don't know the exact answer, but it's already on my mind. I just haven't done any preparation for it yet.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's zoom out, Phil, to Brian. You're with Phil Mickelson.
Hey, Phil, just back to the TV for a second. 2 things. Other than them asking you to do it, what prompted you to do it? And secondly, what did you like about it?
It just worked out. So it just worked out. I made the cut, so I'm going to be here. I had an early tee time, and so I had this afternoon to spend time or to waste time, and it just kind of worked out. I've always had a good relationship with the guys at CBS. I play their fantasy football with all the producers, Lance Barrow, Seller Shy, all the guys there and the commentators. And so I know all the guys, and it just worked out. I don't know what else to say. It just, hey, what are you doing tomorrow? So that kind of thing. Did I enjoy it? Yeah, I enjoyed it because I felt it was easy with having those two guys there. I thought that Nance just makes it easy. The way he sets you up to talk about areas of insight, he just makes it easy. And I've always had a good rapport with Nick Faldo going back to when I played with him as an amateur in the Masters, and he was really kind to me. And I've always enjoyed his kind of wit and British humor. And so we've always had some good banter at the Champions Dinners, and it was just an easy environment to spend an hour or so.
All right, we're going to zoom out to Ron from the San Francisco Chronicle. Go ahead, Ron.
Bill, I know you mentioned Harding briefly earlier, but I'm curious if you could elaborate a little bit about, obviously, its major debut and how it fits in an event like this. And what do you see, and what would you like to see it involved again in the future?
I think Harding Park is a very underrated golf course. It's one of my favorite sites that we play a major on. It's really hard to mess this up. I mean, you just can't mess up a course that's so beautifully designed and gives you so many options to play it different ways. And I thought the PGA did a great job of making this a tournament that really identifies the best players. And I think that's what you're seeing. It's what you're seeing, so many guys on the leaderboard playing well, and opportunities to make birdies, struggling on some holes to make pars, big numbers. If you don't play great, you shoot. There's a great separation between the guys that do play well and the guys that don't.
All right, one more Zoom call, Phil. This is Andrew. Go ahead, sir.
Seems you've always been a fan of using lead tape on your clubs, but recently you've been using lead tape on the hosel of your putter. What exactly does that help you with?
It creates a heavier feel, better head rotation, and a softer, less fast. It doesn't come off the face as fast as if the weight were actually in the head at the impact area.
Okay, well, we appreciate you stopping
Thanks,
by. Best of luck this summer.